This year was like an all-you-can-eat buffet of good video games, except I already had.
My computer just crashed.
There's someone who says gaming is dead, that there was nothing good. It's because the only game you played this year was Pal World. When you were playing Chimp Defense Force 1, I was playing Earth Defense Force 6, which is the 12th one. The way this series works is that they just keep adding content to an Xbox 360 game from 2006.
What? I played that!
It is outdated, it is repetitive, but oh my god, they throw so many enemies on screen. It is such a chaotic clusterfuck of madness where I have to keep playing to make sure that the people who made this are okay, and I don't think they are. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the 134th Final Fantasy game and the 11th Final Fantasy VII game. It is a cluster bumble dumble fuck the likes of which we have not seen since Earth Defense Force 6 2 seconds ago. Except instead of costing $100 to make, it probably cost $100 million to make. I remember thinking Final Fantasy Remake was too serious, but after playing this, I don't know what to think about what I was thinking.
Sephiroth?
Final Fantasy overrated.
Sephiroth?
You can never tell a stranger what you have done in this game because they will pepper spray you and call the police. You play cards on a Magic the Gathering cruise ship against a dancing Michael Jackson dog who plays soccer because he's the 13th clone of a magic Egyptian monkey born inside of a spaceship from hell. So I like this guy now. Just keep letting him do games and I can keep making funny videos for the rest of life. Tekken 8 is great because it lets you play as Kuma. The Kuma from Tekken 6 onwards is the best fighting game character ever designed. He's so fun to play. He has so many options and wacky moves. Fighting games are all about mastery, learning new techniques and how to apply them practically, and your reward for this is that you have to pay real money to unlock all the stuff you want to unlock because that's how multiplayer games are now. So many good 3D platformers this year, starting with Penny's Big Breakaway, which has a phenomenal soundtrack. The movement is the trickiest but most satisfying to master of the games on this list. It's so fun to toy around with the mechanics and get the highest score on every level. Boom. Zoom. Oh, yes! I love how rolling works in this game. I love the Tony Hawk style combo system, and I love dropping way in on a half pipe and getting launched a million feet into the air like Tony Hawk. In the loading screen of Persona 5, it tells you to take your time, which is why it took me 8 years to beat this game, and that was the exact perfect way to play this because damn dude, they keep telling you to plot of this game like Dragon Age. Persona 5 is very straightforward, doesn't need to be explained. I would love to see you explain Final Fantasy. They tried to in that new one and gave up instantly.
Where should I even start?
I think the design philosophy behind Persona 5 is that the game should be longer than your actual real life. And the younger you are when you play this, the more true that actually is. There are stratospheric highs like whenever this song comes on. And disgusting, soul-crushing lows like when you lose 4 hours of progress because I forgot to save, so I stopped playing for a year. The reason I kept coming back to this game is simple. It's because it takes place in a world where everywhere sounds like the menus from Gran Turismo 3. You go into the grocery store, it's like... You go to the laundromat, they're playing... Oh, we're going to the library now. This is one of the best soundtracks in video games, and if you love it too, go listen to some George Benson. You're gonna thank me on that one. Look at the physics on the duck's butt. Nobody is gonna believe this because it's me saying it, but Astrobot was developed by some of the people who worked on Knack, and Knack is in this game, so that means he made it. There's so many great levels on this. The one where you're shrinking down, I've never seen a game executed that way. The water level with the Donkey Kong saxophones coming in, man, you know I love that shit. The cameo levels are neat, but I actually prefer the more tenuous connections like why is Last of Us on this? Oh, because it's the dancing mushroom level. Balatro overthrew Hearthstone as my background game. I don't know anything about poker, but a lot of people do, so it's genius to use that built-in knowledge to bypass the terrifying process of learning a new game. I tried to learn Mahjong to get clown points in Yakuza, and it is impenetrable. But after playing this, I started doing the poker in Red Dead, and it was like, wait a minute, this this is just ripping off Balatro. I know this. I love games like this that can spawn so much variety.
Chat, you get the Jokers,
Froggy?
then you get the
Shadow Generations
the
is like
cards.
if Logan Paul uploaded one of my videos. I don't know where this jump in quality came from. I don't ever expect to see it again, but I'm glad it happened. Sonic Frontiers was interesting. That's the word we use when Sonic fans are watching. This game takes the good ideas from that game and places them in a smaller...
Sonic fans are furries. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not the one who makes the rules. I'm not the guy who has an opinion. I know something, I tell you. I'm the guy who tells truth.
More intentional world, and that's why this is one of 2 games this year that you can complete in a reasonable amount of time.
And remember, Shadow gets amnesia almost right after this.
Persona 3 has one of the best soundtracks in gaming, which is exactly what I just said about the other one, and they don't sound anything alike.
If people liked Sonic before, cool. But then they add a furry character. Boom, game explodes. Another furry character. Everybody loses their minds. How come the more fur they add, the more adamant people are about the franchise? Explain that. Explain that in a few terms without using any sexualized terms. Got it.
In Persona 5, you would have to go into this evil man's mind and change him to be good. But in Persona 3, you just hang out with him and become buddies. In video games, plot is the vegetables and character stuff is the meat. Sometimes in Persona 5, you gotta eat 30 carrots to get a chicken nugget. So far, this game is like taking the Big Burger Challenge at Big Bang Burger. The running theme of this year is that video games should actually be 100 different video games, and that is most true about UFO.
Good Taken. Guys, you know I have said this before. You know I have said this before.
Not every game in here is a slam dunk, okay? Notice how Barbuta is on screen, but then you hit one where you get totally sucked in and you're like, why the hell is this so fleshed out with mechanics and ideas? This game has only been out 50 days and already some of these are all-time classics. I'm talking Ninpeck, Bug Hunt Classic, Devil Checkers Classic, Pac-Man Racing Classic, Tactics is Classics. I don't care how long they've been working on that Civilization 7, I don't play that because you don't pray to dinosaurs like in Dino Armies, which is an all-time classic. When we first announced Big Mode, you guys said, that's a good idea, Dunk. But then Twitter said, that's a stupid idea, you idiot. You're going out of business and will die. Then this year...
Chat, guys, I thought I could do a thing. Yo, chat, if Elden Ring releases DLC early, I will give away all my net worth back out. Release it early, I'm giving everything I've ever earned back out in the public. I said it. I'm trying to play that shit right now. That's what I'm saying.
We published our first game.
You're pretty good.
It's tricky to make a fun game. It's even harder to make a unique game. But it's a motherfucker to make a unique game that's fun, which is exactly what Billy did with Animal Well, and that's why Big Mode is still here and Twitter isn't.
There's something in my hair!
Sephiroth?
If you really want to know my game of the year, it's Animal Well by a landslide. But I am extremely biased when I say that, so I'm going to shout out one more really good game, Yakuza Infinite Wealth, which is what Sega must have because I have more time in this game than Persona 5 now, and I'm only halfway through this. What the fuck?
Super big!
This is the game of a million rabbits.
Even though it was very linear for its genre, Wukong was very fun. Chat, guys, as a streamer, chat, not every day. I love playing games. I'm always looking forward to playing games, but I was actually, when I would wake up, I wanted to really get out of it really fast. So I would play even faster. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
Rabbit holes, the underground Pokemon Stadium rabbit hole, the Animal Crossing Island rabbit hole, the Crazy Taxi rabbit hole, the Side Quest rabbit hole, the Job System rabbit hole, the Drink Link and Character Development Bingo rabbit hole, the Yakuza Memories rabbit hole. There are 3 or 4 fishing minigames, maybe there's a 5th one. Man, I was having so much fun with this game, but it didn't count at all, because I wasn't having fun properly. You see, I was playing with the English dub.
I have been a fool.
How could I have known that the funny mode in this game is the Japanese audio where they talk in English except like this.
Who the fuck are you?
Now, be good and hand me the gun. Tempting to shoot will only make things worse for you.
Last year in my Yakuza 7 review, I said video games need to have more funniness in them. This year, nobody delivered on that more than RPGs, so I guess the twist of this video is that if it's silly enough, or wacky enough, or if the music is good enough, I like Super Mario Bros. 2 wins it again.
I've played the same games before.
I enjoyed the video.